Hello, welcome. Something a little bit more ancient than what I usually work on. It's a Simplex rear derailleur, very likely from the late 40s. Quick research reveals, at least according to an upload from Velobase, that the derailleur is a precursor of the Simplex Tour de France. Looks like it was like a two-speed derailleur. It's very interesting. It's got this kind of wrapped ribbon here, and if you pull this back, there's actually the spring inside here. I'm guessing this part here you could adjust the tension of the spring. I'm not too sure what that's for, but you can kind of adjust it going around. Anyway, we're going to attempt to undo this, dismantle it and clean it. I don't know if that's possible. It probably is. Now there is a possibility, obviously, when we're going to start removing some parts that they might break. I know when I've worked on very old stuff that the bolts just simply snapped due to the age. But we're going to attempt anyway. Maybe we can put some new life into this rear derailleur again. I quite like the way that you pulled on the this chain. Basically pulls and moves the derailleur. I'm not too sure where to begin. I'm going to remove this. Now if you do that, you can actually then move the spring off and untension it. It's pre-untensioned anyway. There. I'm not quite sure what sizes these are, but the number 11 seems to fit, so I'm guessing it's that. It actually comes off really easily, funnily enough. Okay, it's removing the, so this one seems to be attached to this part here. There you go. Does that come off? It does. Let's remove the other bolt and that's so dirty I can't even get this tool on. Okay, got it. Oh, that's much harder. I have to remove a bit of that crust. That should be easier. There you go. Now we can remove those jockey wheels. There you go. Okay, I see. It's really interesting how they're actually like this. They look riveted though. I don't think they're removable. But you can actually slide these open. How cool is that? For the moment I can't remove this part. It feels like there's bearings inside it. Maybe these have been stamped in, I'm not too sure. Maybe once I've cleaned up and done a bit of research I'll find that out. Right, so now we can kind of take this off, I'm guessing. How do we do that? Let's take that off first. Finally got it. Just needed a nose plier to push it out. Okay, so we've got this that we can remove on here. I'm presuming this part can be removed. Looks like a number 14 or 15. Let's get this little part off here. It's a number 8 on both ends. It looks like this is a number 17. Wasn't very hard to actually remove in the end. So unscrews from there. So now we can take that out. I just had to give this a bit of a bang, but this does come off. There's a tab facing up towards there that way. So that was keyed, and I don't know if this one is screwed on or something. Yeah, you can take this off. You need to get a little grip on it though, but be careful obviously if you're pinching onto that part to not bend it. So be careful, but look, it does screw off. Yeah, once you've got some degrease on there, it unthreads fairly easily by hand. There you go. And we're done. Fairly dirty. This is going to need to sit in some soapy water and degreaser for some time. This is very hard stuff, and I think I'm going to need to get a metallic scrubber brush, can't remember what it's called now, to scrub off this hard dirt. Everything's been cleaned and it's looking much better. First thing I want to do is show you how to open up these jockey wheels. I did figure out in the end once I'd cleaned it. In fact, these actually unscrew from both sides, and you have better access to the bearings. Let's do that first. To open up these, you're going to possibly need a one of these tools, which is used for chainring bolts, and you should be able to get away with just using one. I've got two, but you don't need it. And then essentially all you do is you unscrew from both sides. I did put a bit of penetrative oil and beforehand, that might have helped. The Super B one I've got seems to be able to catch on. The cheaper one though from AliExpress doesn't so well, but it worked. Doesn't matter. So let's try and get that open now. Might use that. There you go. No, a bit more. And got there in the end. Going to use a little magnet to quickly extract the ball bearings. I think that'll do cleaning wise. I don't think anyone's going to be using this on the Tour de France anytime soon. Yeah, so I did look up a little bit on this, the history of this derailleur. It seems to be called the, I mean, this is what's claimed on Velobase website. It was called Champion du Monde, and it was renamed in 1947 to the Tour de France. The derailleur itself, I believe, is just for a 2-speed freewheel. I did find some catalogs, old catalogs, Simplex ones. I can't remember which site exactly. Maybe it was Disraeli Gears. I think there's a couple of French ones as well that do that I found. I couldn't find the exact model, but it was nonetheless interesting, especially on Disraeli Gears. Tons of documents on that subject. Ultimately, though, the Simplex made a load of these, and it spanned over, I think Disraeli Gears claims, nearly 20 years, where this derailleur just pretty much was changed and modified slightly. Yeah, there were so many different models. I don't think you'd be able to pinpoint this one specifically. Oh, that's much better. This is another little nice detail. You'll notice at the back it says chain 2.38. I'm guessing that refers to the width of the chain or something. Let's put a bit of grease on that. There you go. So it looks like we've got this piece to put on. Seems to stop. Yeah, there you go. Goes all the way to the end. Yeah, okay, that's good. Next we have this facing towards here. So that's going to seat like that. That's fallen off now. So that goes like this. Put that through. So you have this ring with a key on it, and it's going to fit through this brass kind of female bolt. Don't know what to call that. And that tab part is going to stick into there. So let's funnel that through. Put that there. There, like that. We then have this ring. I believe it goes like this, and we need to now screw this all the way down. Screw that down as well. I'm going to have to figure out whereabouts roughly to screw these down, how deep they need to go. I'm not too sure yet. Right, on this brass part, I'm going to put a little bit more grease. And we have this tiny little ring spacer that seems to sit there. Don't know which way to put it in. Let's do it like that for now. We're just going to put grease inside here a little bit. So this went all the way into here. I have to do the same thing again and push it through, I think. Maybe not like that. Maybe if I push this down first, then get that through. There you go, that seems better. Right. So this end is going to go here. We then had this ring. So that tip of that spring that's sticking out is going to go into that hole. Yeah, no, that's right. So I think now we're going to have to really push down to get to the threading of that kind of axe bolt and screw it down onto our cage. For the jockey wheels, it looks like they're not one side's flat and the other's kind of beveled. The beveled side, at least when I took it off, it was on the side of the shinier plate with the Simplex on it. So it's going to go like that. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to get this down. I might have to get a vise, to do that. It's easier to unscrew everything at the back here towards the end, and then after, I don't know, I'm using a plier. We're going to try it this way. So you can put the part of the cage back on, hold it like that, and we can get this through. That explains it. Let's see if we try the other one. Okay, this one fits through. Maybe there's a slight difference then, because this one doesn't seem to want to go in. So now I'm going to let go. Used the wrong nut. It's actually this one. Very hard to hold down with your hands. Finally got it on. Does that fit on there? No. I can let go. And on the other end now I'm going to put this back on. I guess I have to screw this down. Alright, that's good. Finally. That should do it. Yeah, that's good now. Yeah. Finally, our last jockey wheel. So this last bolt has a small tab on it, and it actually fits into a little slot that's right there. I don't know why this does not want to fit into it. There you go. Of course. Push that through again. There you go. Screw down on number 11. Nuts. Done. Right, so complete. Hope this was interesting or informative for this 1940 something Champion du Monde Simplex rear derailleur, or maybe not Champion du Monde, I might have had that wrong, but it's something along those lines. Thank you for listening, and until next time, peace out.